Hello everyone and welcome back to MixBuzz TV mixing and mastering tutorials on YouTube. In this video I want to introduce you to this little guy here, a new compressor that is kind of flying under the radar, both because it's pretty new and because it's not by one of the big plugin makers, but it really impressed me. This compressor is by Audified and it's called U73b and is an emulation of a German mastering compressor that was used between the 60s and the 80s. The hardware was an all-tube Varimu compressor limiter, and while I haven't had the chance to ever hear the original, I don't think many people have. I don't know how close the plugin is to the hardware, but I also wouldn't care because I like this compressor. You know me, I'm a compressor junkie. Every engineer has his fixation and mine is definitely compressors. I have a lot of them, both hardware and software, and I always look out for more. I'm not easily impressed with new compressors though. I learned over time not to fall for new things just because they are new. But this compressor really got me interested. You know, I use both hardware and software, and I do think there are great sounding compressor in both realms, but this one is definitely one of the more analog sounding compressors I've heard. And the very first thing that I like about it, other than its sound, is the extremely simple controls it has. You know, I love processors with few controls, those that are quick to set up and easy to get a good sound out of. And I tried this little compressor on vocals the first time I opened it because that's what I was mixing at the time, and it definitely made me go wow. Warm and fuzzy and cozy, and again, very analog sounding. Most important, it gave me a good sound in like 1 second. Controls are in German, and I love that. They are pretty simple though. Let's take a look. There's the compressor limiter switch. Left position is compression, mid position is bypass, and left position is limiting. Then we have the release time from a very fast 0.3 up to 10 seconds. It makes it very versatile, I tell you. And then input and output controls. It doesn't get easier than this. You decide how hard to drive the material into compression by using the input, compensate with the output. Super easy. This compressor is way more versatile than it appears at a first glance, and so far I loved it on everything I tried it. Obviously it does have a specific character and color and is not going to be okay for everything, but so far I really didn't find anything I didn't like it on. Anyway, let's hear this thing on some material. So like I said, vocals were what I was working on when I first opened this compressor. Let's hear it on vocals. This is not a mix, it's a project that we are actually tracking right now, so it's not finished mix by any stretch. Let's try with them without really quick, without. Wow, it sounds very good to me. It's so creamy and it smooths out the top end so nicely. It could use an even faster release. I think we can get away with that. Let's try it. Yeah, definitely. See, this is another thing that I like very much. I can get away with a very fast release without the compressor introducing artifact or distortion. You can hear it, the compressor, it definitely has a tone, but it's nothing like fake digital saturation. This one, it rounds the vocals very nicely. Let's try on this bit here.
The breath of the morning, I keep forgetting the smell of the words.
Even here we can use a faster release.
I live in a town where you can't smell a thing. You watch your feet for cracks in the pavement.
The action of the compressor is so smooth. It probably has a very soft knee, and with this vocal in particular, but also other vocals that I tried, it seems to match the human voice so well. Listen to the attack. It's never speedy. It's never too aggressive. It's lovely, really. Listen with the compression.
The breath of the morning, I keep forgetting the smell of the worms on my head.
It's impressive.
I live in a town where you can't smell a thing. You watch your feet for cracks in the pavement.
I really could listen to this for a long time, also because this singer Jessica is so talented. Her voice is amazing. Let's try the UB73 in this other spot here in limited mode. So it's the yellow track. Now we are in compressor mode.
Love to see.
As you can hear and see from the gain reduction meter, the knee in limiting mode, it gets a lot steeper because I had to push the input a lot more to have the compressor react to the vocal. So that tells me that the knee from compression to limiting changes, and that's normal. And it gets a lot steeper, a lot harder in limiting mode. Like for example, this bit here, this part, the vocals, the level is quite lower than the other part. If I don't want the compressor to compress this part here, but I want to tame the peaks in the other louder part, I could use the limiting mode. Let's try that.
Making home movies for the fools back home.
Exactly that. As you can see, when the vocal is lower in level, the compressor doesn't react to it. But as soon as we get into the louder part here, the compressor picks up the signal and start compress.
Up above, aliens sober, making home movies for the fools back home.
Yeah, it's a little more aggressive. I probably like the compressor mode better for this vocal, but really this difference between compressor and limiting makes it very versatile because I can actually be very precise on what I want to control and what I want the compressor to react to. It also has a high pass filter, which is selectable when in compression mode, and that would probably come in handy on drums or bass heavy material. And it also has this calibration knob here, so you can calibrate the compressor differently if you need to. It has meters for input, gain reduction, and output. And so this is it for this video. I really love this compressor. It's very simple. It has a great sound, very ballsy. I genuinely like this comp and I wanted to share it with you and give you a heads up, just letting you know about it, because like I said, it's probably flying under the radar and I can easily see it becoming one of our dirty little secrets. So Audified U73b compressor limiter, try it. Let me know if you like it and for what you use it. In the meantime, if you like the video, please don't forget to click the like button. Support MixBuzz TV by sharing the videos on your social media and forums. Join us on Facebook and Twitter now. Subscribe if you haven't already, and see you next time.